Today we officially open the United States Embassy in Jerusalem. Congratulations.
Because America and Israel are more than friends. We're like a family.
A tactic Palestinians used Friday to block the view of Israeli snipers. For the second week in a row, thousands of Palestinians back.
In 1947, as sectarian violence between Jews and Arabs there grew, the United Nations approved a plan to divide British Palestine into two separate states, one for Jews, Israel, and one for Arabs, Palestine. The city of Jerusalem, where Jews, Muslims, and Christians all have holy sites, was to become a special international zone. The plan was meant to give Jews a state, to establish Palestinian independence, and to end the sectarian violence that the British could no longer control.
My friends, we must never forget what Israel and its freedom mean to the Jewish people and what the friendship of the United States means to securing that freedom. As long as Hashem breathes air into my lungs, I will not forget. I know you will not forget. And together we will forever fight to protect the Jewish people.
Israel relies on its ally America in order to confront all challenges it faces. And the best way to guarantee that the United States continues to stand by Israel is through bipartisan support in Congress. That is where AIPAC comes in. AIPAC is focused exclusively on strengthening the U.S.-Israel relationship. Because Israel's security is too important to risk only working with one party or the other,
I believe that evangelicals support Israel because they connect Israel to their faith. Their Bible is a Jewish Bible. Their Messiah is a Jewish Messiah. And it's a connection. It's a DNA that goes back to Sunday school and to their very being. It's a love affair. It's a romance with a nation that is connected to heaven and earth.
And I want to thank the thousands of you who've come to Washington from across America to stand with Israel. You came to Washington, D.C., and I salute you from Jerusalem, D.C., Jerusalem, David's capital. Thank you.
This real estate ad for a settlement community, I think, perfectly captures the blend of quality of life motivations with a hint of ideological fervor sprinkled in.
If you've always felt a deep yearning for Jerusalem, now is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity not only to stand within its gates, but also to build the home of your dreams there. The tranquility of a picturesque setting and crisp mountain air, with all the benefits and amenities that Jerusalem has to offer. Ramat Givat Ze'ev is adjacent to the city of Givat Ze'ev and is connected to Jerusalem via two main highways.
it's a leap of faith when you come here, and this is where we're all supposed to be. And if God says we're supposed to come to Israel, then He's going to help us when we get here. And that's what we should do. So everybody should come, even if it's scary. It's scary in New York also, you know?
A new $38 billion U.S. aid deal with Israel took effect last month, the largest single security assistance pledge in American history. It raises grant aid from the average $3 billion Israel received each year over the past decade to an annual $3.8 billion. That's $3.3 billion to finance frontline U.S. arms and another $500 million to develop and produce active defenses against the growing rocket and missile threat.
I think that U.S. in its policies is being aggressive towards us, and it's clear that our interests are never met. The United States keep following every one of Israel's demands and is playing deaf to our claim for this land.
In my opinion, the U.S. is one of the only countries in the world not to let Palestinian propaganda get inside of every institute of theirs. And even there, we can see that the path that American students are taking the last few years. Thanks to the U.S. military aid, we were actually able to protect ourselves from just constant Arab threat from all around.
Here, one of the dozen or so Iron Dome batteries sits at the ready to intercept missiles and provide Israel with a type of shield from aerial attacks. It relies on a radar that instantly detects when a missile has been fired. Algorithms quickly try to determine what type of projectile is in the air and whether it's heading for a populated or strategic area. If so, Iron Dome launches a missile of its own.
U.S. Embassy moved to Jerusalem. Netanyahu says, "Today is a big day for peace."
אני חושב שהצעד הזה של ממשלת ארצות הברית הוא צעד מבורך. בתכלס, פשוט הגיע הזמן שארצות הברית תקיים את אותה מדיניות שהיא כבר קבעה בקונגרס שנים אחורה. הפעם בשטח עם העברת השגרירות למקומה הטבעי וההגיוני. לכל העולם ברור איפה צריכה להיות בירת ישראל, וברור גם שזו לא החלטה שתזוז בזמן הקרוב. מקומנו הטבעי וההיסטורי בירושלים, ולא ניפרד ממנה פעם נוספת.
Our feet were standing within your gates, in the gates of Jerusalem, the capital of Israel. Jerusalem, whose faith we swore to keep. Jerusalem, who we never forgot and never will forget. And as of this happy day, Jerusalem is also the embassy to Israel of the United States of America. Thanks God.
We will not accept this. We will stay to fight and fight and fight to get Jerusalem capital of Palestine.
Golan Heights is a relatively small area of the Middle East that intersects Syria, Lebanon, Jordan, and Israel. The Sea of Galilee and various rivers offer a natural, if not disputed, border. Israel eventually gained control through occupation of the territory during the Six-Day War in June 1967. That's a period of time that saw Israel triple in size while it fought with Arab neighbors Syria, Jordan, and Egypt.
ההחלטה של טראמפ היא החלטה פזיזה, היא גורמת ללבות את האש בין העמים הערבים שאנחנו איתם בסכסוך. זה לא רוצה לנו למצוא פתרון בר קיימא לשלום לטווח הרחוק, ובעצם צריך להחזיר את השטח הכבוש שאנחנו כבשנו לפני כמה שנים למדינה המקורית בהתאם לחוק הבינלאומי. ההחלטה הזאת היא מיותרת והיא סתם פוגעת מה שתורמת למדינה.
We were hesitating whether to call it Trump Tower or Trump Heights. But here in the Golan Heights, we decided on Trump Heights. And we control the heights with a lot of might.
Actually, as a native Syrian who remained in the occupied Golan Heights, we were expecting this development from the Donald Trump's administration. Of course, we condemn this announcement. We don't agree for it, but we think it talks about Trump's administration more than it talks about us.
We are grateful to the American people and to President Trump for their support. President Trump has recognized what we know here as a reality for the last 50 years. Israel has brought democracy to the Golan Heights. Let me ask you this. Who would Israel give the Golan Heights back to? To the dictator Assad? To Putin? No. This is here part of Israel to stay, and the people are most grateful for a president who recognizes the reality.
You helped Israel overcome small size in tough surroundings. You helped us maintain a resilient democracy, to become strong enough to take risks for peace, whether through military assistance or security cooperation, or through diplomatic and moral support. You send us a clear message that we are not alone.
And tonight, I bring greetings from a friend of mine and a great friend of the state of Israel, the most pro-life president, the most pro-Israel president in American history, the 45th President of the United States of America. I bring greetings from President Donald Trump.